everybody, this is Sophie from Sophie's Soul Surgery. This first video is going to be about the first step that I took that helped me start moving forward in my life, and all the levels, work wise, friendship wise, love wise, I don't know, emotionally, also spiritually, everything. I've always been an introvert. I'm still an introvert. I'm not somebody who always feels comfortable to share things with people. This is basically getting way out of my comfort zone right now. I don't really put myself out there. Everybody who knows me or who has seen me in different places knows that I'm somebody who's always in my little corner, minding my business. It's like super humid. Sorry. In my little corner, minding my business, doing my thing. So, if I do a little recap on my life, this is probably going to be a long video after all, because I feel like I need to really introduce myself to you guys. I need to tell you why I'm taking my life experiences to be able to help some of you, or many of you. That would be like better, because this is really my goal. Okay, so this big girl now was a little girl. I know this is funny to say. It's really weird for me to talk in front of the camera. Okay, so me being young at the age of 6, I think, 6, 7, my parents got divorced and we moved to the States. Me and my older brother and my mom, we moved to the States with her. I spent 2 years there, and in those 2 years, for a few months, I was molested as a kid by somebody in the family, or anywho, I'm not gonna go into details. I'll do that in probably another specific video that is going to be based on that. Sorry if I do a lot of I'm just trying to channel my thoughts. I'm not used to this again, so bear with me. And also, I got back to Haiti also after the 2 years, and me spending 2 years there, I forgot my French. Surprising, yes. Sophie forgot everything in French, everything in Creole, because these were not really the languages that I used to speak at home, or they used to speak with me at this time. I don't know why this truck decided to come right now. Like, why? Sorry about the noise. So, me going back to Haiti and going to live with my dad was, I think, one of the best decisions that my mom took. Going there, like I said, I forgot my French and my Creole and whatnot. And also, while I spent 2 years in the States, I had a weird stepdad that did not want to pay school for me. I better not start crying. I better not start crying, because I don't want to be crying over here. who didn't want to pay school for me. So I spent a few months, I'm not gonna say a year, but where I didn't go to school. I didn't really do much. It was really a hard moment in my life at this point. And if you see me shed a tear, guys, it's not that like I'm still crying over everything. It's just that when I go back to these thoughts, I just am so proud of myself that I start tearing up. So yeah, going back to Haiti, it was a bit of a struggle for me because I was just confused, going back and forth. I honestly just wanted some stability in my life. Yes, being young, I just wanted to everybody to stop deciding for me what I wanted. That's why sometimes my family, they think that I'm a little rebel. Sometimes that's how they call me. Because I just hate when people decide for me what I want to do, what. Anyways, I don't want to go out of subject, out of context. So, trying to find a school, I wasn't really giving it my all. I was down. I felt lost, confused. I was really young. I felt like it was a lot of pressure for me. And then my stepmother, I think at this time, I think she had a connection with somebody specific that really took, I guess, how they call it, troubled kids, to help them like reintegrate and whatnot. So this is where I went. Imagine at, I didn't have time to really channel my age. So I was about 10 or 11-ish, where you had to relearn your ABCs. Okay, trust. Relearn your ABCs. Trust me that it takes a toll on anybody, whatever your age, whatever your ethnicity, your nationality, or whatever. And then I pushed myself. Everything was good. You know, when you start remembering stuff, so it gets easy pretty fast. So that was another hard thing that I had to deal with. And then I went to regular school, just went about my business. And I still, to this point, I think I just left out a few things. Going back to when I was in that rehabilitation system thing. Sorry if I speak a bit weird. And yeah, I also, to this point, you know, I still felt lost. I still felt like I didn't know. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I was just putting myself down, like amazingly putting myself down in so many ways. And I just I didn't know what I wanted to have my mom. I wanted to, you know how kids, they go through a lot. And so I thought about all of this, and I just told myself, I was like, okay, you know what? I think I was 12. I'm like, I don't know if I belong here. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why am I going through all this. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. And like I said, I'm an introvert. I didn't talk to anybody. My dad wanted me to see somebody, but I just didn't want to open up to the lady, you know. And I just channeled everything. Till this day, I do that, but I'm stronger now, so I know how to deal with things. So I had the thought of just killing myself, like suicidal thoughts. And I actually thought about it, and I actually one night I wanted to do it. And why I'm smiling is because there is no way that I was going to kill myself. Like, basically, it's a 2-story house. You go on the balcony, you fall down, you're gonna break something. You're not gonna die. Like, duh. But being young, now I'm thinking about it, I'm laughing, but it was like really a serious issue. And I don't think I really didn't share those things with a lot of people. Maybe most people of my family, my close family, they don't know a lot of this, because I really don't feel the need to say, but now they will know eventually. So yeah, on that night, I was crying, and I went on the balcony, and I remember jumping. There's like a little fence, metal fence all around, and I remember going up the fence and crossing over and wanting to just let go. And something pulled me. Trust me, something pulled me. I'm not making this up. I'm not acting like I was afraid or anything. I was about to let go, and something literally a force pulled me, and I just went back where I was, and I started crying. And that is when everything started to get better. That is when I realized that what I was planning on doing was stupid. That that wasn't the right thing to do. That I had the right to be there. My life had a purpose and value. And that's when everything started to move a little bit, like baby steps. And then everything was okay. I still went through, your teenage phases where you do your little crisis, relationship-wise and whatnot. And then the Haiti earthquake happened. When it happened, I had a complete blackout. I forgot my name. I don't know what happened to me. Where I was, I went out the building and I sat down. I was with my stepmother and one of my sisters. I just sat down and I was like reflecting. I'm like, okay, who am I? Who's my dad? I was just recapping everything. It's just like my brain just blacked out. And then we moved to Canada, and moving to Canada when you didn't finish your whole high school in Haiti is a whole nother story, but not basically Canada, but like Quebec. It's a whole nother system where it was a little setback again for me. And I was just fed up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to make it. This is impossible. Every time I want to make a move, there's like something pulling me back every single time. I started like a little bit hating my life sometimes. I found myself crying sometimes at night for no specific reason. And I was still channeling on what I wanted to do. And it's when I lost one of my aunts that she had cancer, and that's when it clicked to me. I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do. This is really what I want to do. I always knew that it was something based in the medical field because my dad is a doctor. It's something that always inspired me, because seeing my dad is one of those amazing doctors in Haiti who tries to help patients in so many ways, even knowing saying that they don't have money. He accepts anything, fruits, vegetables, animals, and he's always willing to go help. Even when the country is all over the place, my dad leaves the house, he walks and he just goes sees his patients, and I just find that amazing. My dad is just one of the strongest people that I know. Okay. So back to me. Where was I? So yeah, I decided on what I wanted to do. And then, but I was still a bit, sorry if I take a little time to channel my thoughts. I took a little time trying still to figure out what other things I wanted to do. How would I be able to help people? What could I do to help people? Because this is what I want to do. But being an introvert makes everything hard. And I thought about the YouTube channel. I thought about it for at least a few years. And look how long it took me. Because I was always waiting on the right scenery, the right equipment, the right this, the right that. Trying to know if I need to edit, special effects and whatnot. And I'm like, no. It's not necessary because I just need people to hear what I have to say. So I don't need all that. So the first step that I took, I just wanted you guys to have a global overview about myself, my life, and why I say my experiences. I didn't go into details. So the first step that I took, I talked with a good friend, and he told me, if you ever watch this, you know that I'm talking about you. He taught to me about meditation, and he sent me a few videos. You know, in life sometimes things really happen for a reason, and it took me this person to come back into my life to just help me figure out a few things, and I really truly appreciate it. I appreciate that person for that. I do, and I will always. That helped me release myself because I still think I wasn't extremely in harmony with so I wasn't at peace with myself because of everything that happened. I was still mad and frustrated with my mom per se, a few other people. I had a lot of frustration, and he told me this. He's like, if you don't stop being mad at everybody, blaming everybody for every single thing, trying to find somebody to blame, you're never going to move on. You're never going to move forward. You're going to just stay where you are. You're not going to grow in this level. You're not going to be this amazing person that you're set up to be. And that's what it clicked to me. And then I made this promise to myself, and that's when Sophie became Sophie, the real Sophie. I told myself, I was like, okay, you know what, girl? Let me hug you. I just hugged myself, and of course I was crying. And I just talked to God. I told him, I know you're inside of me in so many ways because I went through so much. And if I'm here today with all this strength, It's not for a basic reason. It's not for a stupidity. So I said, okay, you know what? I make a promise to myself, and that promise was that I would never let myself down again. And by saying that, I mean talking negative about myself, trying to find people to blame, putting myself in those kind of situations and letting myself in them. I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to better myself. And by doing, like, how I do that is, if I do find myself in a certain situation, I know that I'm going to find the strength to move past that. I'm gonna take myself out of this situation and put myself somewhere else, somewhere that is going to be beneficial for me, where I'm going to be at peace, where the energy that is going to be around me is going to be positivity, and that is going to be something that is going to boost me. Some people might think that it is selfish if you do that, if you take time with yourself, if you take time for yourself, if there are certain things that you don't want to do in life. People might judge you in so many ways, but the important thing is that you gotta know yourself, and you have to love yourself and know yourself. Take time, ask yourself a few questions. Who are you? Just to know what you think about yourself. And if you have a lot of negativity on a paper written, shift it. You need to shift that into all the positive things about you, so that you can forget about all those negative things. And while you're doing that, you need to know that nobody is perfect. Everybody gets in a point where they can't take it. They're not the best version of themselves. Everybody goes through it in life. There's nothing that is easy. Even one of the greatest people, everybody looks at Oprah, everybody looks at a lot of other people. I'm not gonna say a lot of names, but the popular singers, the successful people out there, a lot of them went through it and still are going through a lot of things. But the important is that you have to know that you won't let yourself down. You're going to love yourself to this point that you're not going to allow yourself to be in stupidity or negativity, and you're just trying to be at peace. So this video was really long. I'm sorry about that, but I'll make sure that the others will be pretty short. And if I do make a little connection, put a little examples about my life experience with what I have to say, I'm gonna make sure that they're short. But I just really wanted you guys to know why I decided to do this, know why I feel like I'm able, my struggles, my obstacles are going to be helpful for a few of you, many of you, or your friends, whatever. This is really my main goal, my main focus. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free, comment underneath, or I think I didn't want this to be connected with my Instagram, but if you feel the need to, maybe I'll put my email and my Instagram. I'm not really sure how I'm going to detail everything yet, so feel free. I'm really open to questions, whatever it is, I will. My heart is open to help you, talk with you, and do all of this with you. It's going to be my way, okay?